Oh, it was cool. Oh man. No, last night I did my soaking with Suzuki, and I did private video blogs for the Flying Monkey Bots, and I had a woman talk to me. She was really cool. Um, she started living with me from the time she was 9 months old. Changed her diapers and taught her not to be afraid of the vacuum cleaner. And Noah taught her thought how to say milk and chocolate. Yeah, and what more? Noah taught her that. She wouldn't listen to me. It's funny. She's so cool. I love her so much, but she sat there and she told me, well, affection, romance, and sexuality are very important to us. It's very, emotionally, physically, it's just very imperative that we have good affectionate, emotional, sexual relationships. So fighting to stop abortion so we can go be dysfunctional over economics is stupid, right? So we need to be more like Sarah and sorry, we need to be more like the wives of Abram and Abraham, and we need to understand how to love a man and be loved by a man. But we don't have any men around us. They have all these bitches pretending to be men and say you need more money to fuck, right? She says, so when you recover and you're off in the mountains and you're doing your thing, 104 maybe more, she goes, you need more like a therapeutic affection and sexuality. You don't need a competitive, selfish, mean, aggressive bitch because she doesn't know how to love you. You need a woman that knows how to love you. You need a woman that's doesn't isn't like, but you need your affection. You need your sexuality. You need to get that. You need to, and then after you would need to rest and sleep, and then get up, and then within a year or two, we'll have you looking back to where you were in 2017. Your body and your physicality and stuff, but without the chemical poisoning from the pussy faces, but with real love from a woman. And I was like, yeah, she's right. I helped raise her. Noah did most of the work. It's so funny. Well, because Amy would sit and tell me, she goes, no, she's got it when we were in Albuquerque. She's got emotional problems and this and that. We can't afford to raise her. We don't make enough money. We're gonna have to do this and that. I said, no, that's my Ray Ray. She can't talk right, and because I guess her and Val had conversations. She's gonna need a speech therapist and all this stuff. And they did the same thing in Sierra Vista. You know, she is a speech pathologist because she said orange. So I like orange. I don't want to get rid of that word right away. I like orange. It's one of my favorite words. Thank you. The damn light is orange. Okay. Nah, that stuff Patrick had and I don't know if he ever had the speech pathologist, but maybe he did with his mom and stuff. But I'm like Marty Martin. Mogan Cycle. Let's have Mogan Cycle and Clacklet Clip and Kringle Bells as long as possible, and eventually, we'll just sit there. That is so cute. It's fun, and then just let it get to it. And then, Barney Kripke maybe has his speech impediment because of all the abuse and trauma and stuff, and people are mean, and just let them be them. And then, eventually, Kringle Bells will turn into Jingle Bells, and really liked Kringle Bell. We have it on audio. Kringle Bell, Kringle Bell, Kringle all way. Oh, what fun is to ride. You know what I'm saying? Earl, you just gotta keep the words. What's your name, Patrick? No, it's Patrick. Will you stop saying that? Old Jordan. Oh, it's funny. Well, he could go during the summer, because he had like Anthony and he was the big brother. And Corey was kind of like a combo between Big Brother and Big Sister. It's funny. Yeah, no, Corey's the best. And Natalie loves Corey so much. But the Venegas brothers, the Venegas boys was like having, he'd go visit them, stay with them for the summer, during spring vacation and stuff for like 2 weeks or so. And it was like having instant brothers, five brothers, and then beautiful, sweet big sister Melissa. It was cute. Yeah, but yeah, St. Patrick is very much, about that. But then those were, his family, because he didn't have any siblings, but he had Anthony and Antoine and, and Gilbert's kiddos and the chicken sisters. That was so funny. Oh god, that was hilarious that night. The chicken sisters went running. Anthony's beating the guy with his ninja sword, hit him in the nuts. It was hilarious. We we were, for all those who don't know the story, we were trick or treating, and this family had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre set up in the front yard, and the one guy was sitting there with a toy chainsaw in the middle of the yard, and Anthony's two older half sisters um, got scared and went down the block faster than Flojo. Right? Wow. Evelyn Ashford didn't have nothing on them. They were hauling. We're scared. Patrick stood there kind of in between, and Anthony started swinging and commenced to hitting and hit the Texas Chainsaw Massacre chainsaw guy in the nuts with because he was raised by his mama, right? And the mom that was giving the candy was laughing. She thought it was the funniest thing. What's the little ninja black kids whacked the big heavy set redneck guy right in the nuts. Have him on the ground. Oh, it hurt. It was funny. What was funnier, the 13-year-old and the 14-year-old tearing down the street, or it was all funny, and Patrick's just sitting there in the middle of it, just going, "This is great, man. Camera one, camera two." Me and Shelly are laughing, and the mom's laughing. The boy who got hit in the nuts is laughing. This is funny. I know. This seals it, right? Do you get that on video? We could send it to Alfonso Rivera, or Bob Saget. Was it Bob Saget back then? Oh shit, it was funny though. Oh god, those were the days, my friend. And we had lots of good times in that neighborhood. Christmas caroling with the Blankenships being taken down to the Hanukkah house. Yeah, and everybody else, kind of, oh, that's neat and everything. But the Jewish people, the little Jewish couple at the end of the cul-de-sac, brought us inside and told us about Hanukkah and the festivals of the Hebrew people and fed us, and it was really cool. Yeah, and the Blankenships were just, this is so neat. Wow, those Jewish people are so kind and so sweet. It was adorable, this little Jewish couple. They were, oh, come on inside. And then they talk, and it was, a bunch of black Christmas carolers with one white kid. I just kind of was in the background because the Blankenship sisters could sing. Oh, yeah, they could sing, so that's why we went caroling. They could sing. And especially the oldest, she could belt. So we went Christmas caroling. There you go, solo. Okay, there we go. It was cool. It was fun. So we had a good time. And Law and Shelly and Steffi just loved the Blankenship girls. And the brother had a crush on all of them, and none of them went for it. And I was like, you guys are such dorks. He was a really nice guy. He was really sweetheart. Yeah. He wasn't physically the most attractive guy, but he was, he's raised by good parents, and he was a good kid. And I was always wondering, why don't any of you go for what's the deal here? Well, he's like a brother. It's like, he's such a nice guy that he gets screwed by being a nice guy to have any chance to date you guys because you're being superficial. Okay. And then you get mad because attractive guys that are jerks don't like you because they're superficial. Are you seeing the women? That's the whole thing with Chief. When do they stop getting back at you? When till the day you die. And then you're gonna go in there and take on all 5 of those women. They're gonna pick you apart like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat. I don't think so. Okay. And he'd look at me like, Earl. It's like, no, it's just when you're right, you're right, and when they're wrong, they're wrong. I don't care if there's 5 of them. Okay, here we go. And that's just the way I was. One of them's gonna learn from it. They do. Eventually, they won't admit it. But when you talk to people and you're speaking eternally real and it's right, the soul isn't better than the mind. The soul, the essence of infinite glory. Okay. Will listen and understand life is eternal, grace is infinite. What is right, and what is wrong. Okay. And you guys will stop fearing the devil and their finite delusions. If I'm in power and control and I can make your life miserable and kill everybody you care about. Okay, but there's people. There is love. And we got to get a lot of these, they've got Hummingbird Central around here now. I filled the hummingbird feeders again. But you guys just got to understand, okay, that you got to let go of your competitiveness. You got to be John Denver. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want to do, wherever you want. It's up to you. It's a good song. It's a really good song. But you got to get to that mentality. I believe people can change. I believe they can radically change. I think they can discipline themselves once they understand what love is, once they have like 15 years of constant access to love, and they're trying to deny it because their brain chemical addictions want to make DraftKings commercials. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now, I know they got Drain Babbage. I get that, okay? But when you have a child and you say you love this child and whatever, and Jesus Christ is the standard of me, and then you find out that Confucius and Suzuki and they're all similar. Suzuki sits there and talks to me about get them to live like your perfect father. It's in those stories. They've corrupted it with mythology. We eliminate the mythology. We're all living the perfect love of a perfect father. You be like your perfect father. They're going to attack you. You're going to teach their technology in the future to reflect the spirit of your perfect father and not the perverts that you guys are all afraid of. Ninjutsus, they come up with poison to kill you because they can't protect people from people like them. That's ninjutsu. That's horrible. It's fear of dying and being murdered and tortured, so you give in to them and do whatever they want. So you might as well just kill yourself, like drowning the baby on the Joylight Club. Okay? Don't do that. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Get that baby, get him out of there, raise him by the little guy with the mom with the feather and all the hopes and the swan feather and the may, okay? All right, grow up. I love you, monkey butts. Okay? Hang in there.